What's good, man? It's your boy Cash. Cash Money Dreams, man. We in the building and I ain't going nowhere. We not going nowhere. We here. Hey, listen, the website's up, cashmoneydreams.com, the blog. Make sure you guys go to the blog where you can see all the events. Travis Scott, man, Vegas was dope. I mean, it was crazy. Put it like that. They did the Indy racing. They shut down the whole street. Everything was dope. We took out a suite. It was crazy. Yeah. But all that behind scenes stuff will be coming up on the blog eventually. You guys can check that shit out. But today, Ramin, was good. I'm so frustrated, bro.
Yeah.
I come back into the city and I'm just looking at every day there's something new in this fucked up world when it comes to black entertainment. When it comes to families, when it comes to just people in general. The music is shifting, right? The music ain't even the same. The world's changing, right? But today's video is sad, man.
Celebrity news.
This is a famous person. I mean, he's probably the biggest in hip hop. I don't even know the title you can give him, but a kingpin or a position of what you want to call a king, or what would you call Diddy? Ramin?
I mean, yeah, it's been almost 3 decades this dude's been in hip hop. So
all his accomplishments of all the artists that he has pushed out, from Mary J. Blige to 112 to Biggie Smalls, it goes on. The list goes on. But I'm listening to all this shit, right? Allegedly. This whole show is gonna be allegedly about all the shit that's going on. But I don't even think it's funny, because I actually think this is very seriously. I think this is the end of Diddy. And I just want to sit here at the Cash Money Dream podcast. I don't like shitting on my people. I don't like talking about shit like this. I truly didn't want to come into this show talking about this shit. I argue with my producers on this shit. I didn't want to talk about it, but we have to. I mean, we have to sit here and talk about it, because we are in the industry. We are in the industry of hip hop. We are in the industry of music. We are in the industry of pushing out topics that help black men, or any man specifically, right? And also educating women. But I think you got some videos for me to look at. I haven't seen none of this shit. So listen, guys, I have heard so many things, and I'm gonna speak my opinion when it comes to this. And I tell you, I'm very upset. I'm very upset, but I'm also upset on both sides. I'm upset also when it comes to the people who surround themselves with Diddy. Where are you guys at? Why are you speaking out now? Where was you speaking out when this shit was happening? Right? It's funny that people like to attack certain individuals when they down. They kick them when they down. But you wasn't there when you didn't say anything. You turned the other cheek, right? So what we got right now, since it's allegedly.
Yeah, it's a 2-part video here. So we're going to spend a few minutes trying to just get the breakdown of what exactly is going on.
Entertainment.
And then figure out maybe why it's going on. But everything you're about to see, it's
alleged
allegations.
Yeah, I heard.
But let's get into the first part of this and see what we have so far, and we'll get your reaction in a minute.
Okay.
Y'all, this Diddy situation keeps getting worse and worse because more insiders are speaking up to reveal just how bad he still is. According to his bodyguard, Diddy is still putting hands on Young Miami until this very day. The bodyguard stepped out to reveal that Diddy is nowhere close to being a changed person, and he still treats his women badly. He came with some pretty hot evidence about how Miami is being treated, and listen, it's absolutely messed up.
No, I mean, we wouldn't even get into nonsense like that. You know what I'm saying? It's nonsense.
Which we never believed, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Listen, when I tell y'all that everybody seems to be out to expose Diddy, I'm not joking around because it looks like everybody is coming out to expose him. People have been coming out to expose some of the sneakiest and shadiest things that he's done in the past. And listen, is Diddy really that shady? Listen, the wild part about all this is that his shady business isn't just something that's limited to his past because he still hasn't changed. In case you don't catch my drift, you know how Cassie sued Diddy for putting hands on her when they were together? Well, his bodyguard has now come out to spill the tea about how Diddy is allegedly putting hands on young Miami and how she's his latest victim. Y'all, the tea is absolutely crazy, but honestly, should it even be that surprising? I mean, judging by the insane allegations that Cassie made in her lawsuit, it doesn't seem like Diddy is the type of person to change his behavior.
All right, we're going to pause the first part right here before we play the rest.
Entertainment.
But so far, what is being
Allegedly.
said here is that this guy is abusive to the women that he gets in relationships with. This bodyguard of his, I don't know who this man is, but I guess it's his bodyguard, is the one who witnessed it and is actually coming out and trying to blow a whistle. How do we feel about this part so far? That he's abusive, is that okay?
You stupid.
Are you stupid or are you dumb?
You stupid.
Listen.
Allegedly.
We're going to keep pushing that button. Let me get our horn real quick. Listen here. It's very simple. When you're in the entertainment world, if it's Hollywood, if you're an actor, if you're in the music world, it's all entertainment, right?
Entertainment.
How many men are abusive, right? How many men are abusive to women in this industry? How many women are abusive to men in this industry, right? So it's sad to me that why does it take a decade or does it take 5 years for somebody to step out and speak when it comes to this nonsense? If you're in a bad situation with a man, you got to walk away from that. I don't
Allegedly.
I encourage all women, if you're being beat up, smacked, kicked, spit on, disrespected,
Allegedly.
to walk away from that relationship. But let's be honest, why are these women taking this shit? Because of the money. They don't want to go back to the hood. They don't want to go back to the streets. Because the streets will eat you alive. They don't want to be They don't want to be the strippers. They don't want to work at Gucci or Louis Vuitton. They want to buy that shit. And when you got a guy who's worth $5 million, $1 million, $100 million, or $1 billion, it makes a woman accept certain things. And I tell you women right now, you don't have to accept this shit. If you're being abused right now in a relationship, leave. Okay? If a man is womanizing you and taking advantage of you, leave. My problem, Ramin, is why are these people protecting Diddy? Why?
Allegedly.
Because it's bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy. If you knock Diddy out, you're going to knock 10 other pieces in this puzzle, right? And it's unfortunate because you got 50 Cent taking shots at Diddy. You got Russell Simmons' ex-wife taking shots at Diddy.
Emotional, damn it.
But where were you guys at when this shit was happening? Why was y'all not speaking up then? Because the problem is people, when it comes to money and their paper, they're not going to risk their money or their fame for allegations, right? But we already know Diddy about to pay, or if he already hasn't, 40,
Allegedly.
50, 60 million dollars, right? But you got to also look at this. You have, what's her name again?
Which one?
What's
the young Miami is the first girl. Cassie is the older one. The older girlfriend.
Cassie. She's married to a trainer that Diddy found for himself. And this man is bitter. Right? This man is bitter. He makes less than a UPS driver.
Beta bear.
He's a failure when it comes to a provider. And you have to sit there, and this is what men do. They're scammers. You got men in relationships, right? Why come out 5, 10 years later and now go after the money? Why go after the bag now? Why? Why go after the bag? Why go after the money? Right? it's because you're running out of money. And listen, if you're a victim, you're a victim. If you're a victim, you're a victim.
Allegedly.
Right? If you're a victim, you're a victim. But why go after the money now? I can tell you right now, you got a white man in her ear who's her boyfriend or her husband saying, listen, we are running out of money. This can help us for the future. $50 million is a lot of money. And I think they got pictures out with Diddy looking like he depressed. I don't know if it's a game to Diddy. I don't know Diddy personally. I know this is some fucked up shit. I think this is the end of Diddy's career. I mean, I truly believe
Allegedly.
Once one piece falls, right? Like they said, if there's smoke, there's fire, right? Look at all the big heavyweights in Hollywood that have had sexual issues, from all the way up to Bill Cosby. This shit ain't no game, right? But I will also say this. This is the way the Matrix works. They attack you by using sexual things against you. Then they go after your bank account, and then they assassinate you. If they can't assassinate you, then they lock you up. This is how they get rid of you in the world we live in. And it's unfortunate because Diddy is a big piece, but why are they protecting Diddy? Who's protecting Diddy?
Let's get into the second part of the video and see if there's any more details we can figure out, and maybe we have answers to those questions.
Yeah.
In the lawsuit, Cassie made a lot of disturbing claims about the horrible situations that Diddy put her through, saying he essayed Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, kicked, and stumped on Miss Ventura, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. Forced Miss Ventura to engage in intimate acts with male SWs while getting off on it and filming the encounters.
Allegedly.
Demanded that Miss Ventura to carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is, and introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. At the time, Cassie was only 19 years old, and Diddy was a fully grown 37-year-old man who basically pressured a teenager into dating him. And if that wasn't bad enough, she was also signed to his Bad Boy record label, which meant that he had also held her career over her head. So it was either she was dating him or else. She had no choice but to give in to his demands. And y'all would think that the fact that he put so much pressure on her to date him would make him treat her like a precious jewel, right? Well, very wrong, because the minute they started dating, he started treating her so badly that she still has trauma from it until this very day. He would put hands on her and leave her with bruises all over her face, and then he would shower her with gifts and flowers and then send her to a hotel to recover and heal. The lawsuit also revealed that he didn't even try to hide this from his people around him, saying these beatings were witnessed by Mr. Combs' staff and employees of Bad Boy Entertainment and Mr.
Allegedly.
Combs' related businesses, but no one dared to speak up against their frightening and ferocious boss. The saddest part about all this is that Cassie did her best to leave Diddy on multiple occasions, but like I said, she was signed to his record label, and he pretty much held her entire career in his hands. And every time Cassie tried to leave him and end the relationship, Diddy lost his cool, and he would threaten her to come back to him. He would even go as far as having people who worked in the label and in the industry call Cassie and tell her that she absolutely had to return to Diddy or he would end her career, and nobody in the industry would ever touch her with a 6-foot pole. But that was still not all, because Cassie also revealed how Diddy used to trick her into taking drugs. She revealed that he would manipulate her into taking drugs even though she didn't want to.
All right, let's pause that again. So basically, what's being said here is that she, I guess, did it because she wanted the money and the fame and the career.
Hey.
But then once it turned sideways, she tried to leave.
Hey.
And he wouldn't let her. Wait, hold up.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he wouldn't let her leave the relationship once she tried to leave like you suggested she should leave. She tried that, and
Allegedly.
he didn't let her, and the cycle just kept going on. Eventually, it ended.
Well, the issue is very simple, man. Once again, I don't care if you got $100 million at stake. If a man's beating on you, putting drugs in you, making you do acts that you don't agree to, then you have to walk away. You also are blamed to this issue because you're letting it happen. And shame on all this staff.
Yeah, it's saying she's claiming.
Listen.
Allegedly
That she tried to leave.
Listen.
He wouldn't let her, but why is the staff not blowing the whistle until now?
I got mad love for Diddy, but I don't respect this shit. I respect what he done in the industry, but yo, you can lose your career quick, bro. Everything you work for in 30 years can be wiped out by just doing what all these allegations coming at you.
Allegedly.
And you got to understand this. The world we live in is very different, right? You got to put this in your mindset. This is a very serious matter. This is very serious. Period. I don't care what anybody says when it comes to anything in the entertainment world. Where was the staff? Where was the security? Where was the driver? When you this rich, you got a whole bunch of people around. You know why they not saying something, I mean? Because they all getting paid.
They're all sellouts, I guess.
They all getting paid.
They say that they care now, right? But you're right. Why didn't they say anything before? Because they didn't want the money to stop.
Nobody cares when they getting paid.
The money's more important.
Nobody cares when they getting paid.
The money is more important.
Nobody cares when they getting paid at all. Nobody cares nobody stops the issue when they getting paid. It's just that simple. Every time the money comes, every time the check comes, every time the opportunity comes, everybody's getting paid. That's why we're doing this.
And it's funny, I think it's true because this guy, this bodyguard, he's not his bodyguard anymore, right?
Right.
He wasn't saying this when he was his bodyguard, but now that he's no longer his bodyguard, he's saying this. So we don't know yet for sure. We just know that
Allegedly.
This is what happened, but if it's true, that's yet to be seen.
And listen, real quick, like and subscribe, follow us on every platform. The website's up, cashmoneydreams.com. My phone blowing up. And I'm constantly getting messages because I told people we'd be doing this show. And a lot of my friends just told me, like, be very careful how you talk about Diddy, right? Because
Allegedly.
Diddy has power. But Diddy's a major piece, but he's not the biggest piece. Once you go at Diddy, there's 6, 7 other people you have to go at, right? Who's protecting Diddy? And not only this, it's other issues that Diddy's that has to deal with. The Tupac Shakur death, right? There's so much shit coming at Diddy right now that all these things are allegedly pointed towards Diddy. But let me tell you something. If you're getting involved with a man and he's putting you in a position of power, but he's trying to sexualize you and put you on the market, you have to walk away. Is it worth it? But these females sign these contracts. They know what they're getting into. And some of these females are okay with it because they come from mommy and daddy issues. They come from bad families where no fucking father. They come from ghettos. They come from a stripper lifestyle. And then they make $1 million, $2 million and they like the lifestyle. They want to stay in that lifestyle. They want to stay in the lifestyle being treated like a princess. But behind the scenes, it's evil. I think 50 said it best though, man. This is it's gonna be the end of Diddy. And I don't want this to happen. I hope none of this shit is true. Because where's Mary J. Blige? Where's 112?
Bruh.
Where are all the groups that he created? Where's Mace? Where are these people? You know, you see everybody silent. Everybody's quiet. Why is everybody silent? Why is everybody quiet? I truly believe this video is just a piece of what we're going to get into towards the future. I truly believe, we're going to get back into this video in the future.
Yeah.
I truly believe that, listen, Cassidy, listen, you got your 50 million, leave. Shut that door, move to an island with your husband and start over. But let me tell you something. Why now? My question is, why now? Is your money short? Are you mad? Because what it seems like, Diddy, he was quick to shut down these allegations and pay up the money. Meaning there's motherfucking smoke and there's fire. Meaning there's something true towards all these things that's being thrown towards him. Something is truth. Is all of it true? I don't know.
Gotcha.
But he settled very quickly. He settled so quickly that most people will fight. If it's $50 million, I ain't giving up $50 million to no fucking bitch. Fuck that. I'll fight that shit to the end. But for me to give it up, it must be something truth about the situation, I mean.
Allegedly.
So I think
we'll see. We'll come back to this in the future once there's an update. I'm sure this is not going to stop.
Bro, it's enough updates. You got people coming at Diddy
but
right and
it seems
left.
like it's getting worse.
It's just getting worse. But this is how it starts. I'm telling you guys, this is how
you think
it
they're
starts.
trying to Harvey Weinstein him?
Yes, 100%. 100%. And guess what?
Because that dude's in jail for life,
Bro,
I think. I don't know what happened with him.
Diddy got to be very, very careful. If you listen to me, Diddy, I know my show ain't that big yet, but you need to be very, very careful. You need to stop going out. You need to start partying. All these people are turning their backs on you. You have more enemies. And you got to understand, from the industry, how many people you played and tricked out and took from. Now they coming at you. And because you got $900 million or $1 billion, bro, that money don't mean nothing if you locked up. What is money when you in prison? You already had to pay one girl. How many other women gonna come out? How many other victims?
Allegedly.
But I tell you this, Ramin, before we end this segment. I just don't blame Diddy. I blame females. And I blame the security. I blame the staff. I blame the assistants. I blame all these people. I blame Russell Simmons' ex-wife. If you know about this, why did y'all motherfuckers turn your back on it? Why y'all didn't speak out? And if you spoke out, you didn't speak out heavy enough. Because you threatened? This dude, they said Diddy was blowing up people's cars and all this other shit. Who gives a shit?
You are fake news.
Allegedly. He blew up somebody's car.
Yeah, well, they're all sheep. So once somebody has the balls to say something, then everybody else feels okay. The water's fine. Come on in. You're afraid to come into the swimming pool. Once somebody goes in and tells you the water's fine, that's what's happening here. And that's what happens with all these cases.
It's all about money. That's all it's about. All this is about money. Everybody want to protect their assets. Fuck that. Fuck your assets. We don't believe in endangering women, period. Especially in the sex industry or being sex or exported in sex. Are you kidding me? If you women are going through this shit, because this we got to get into the next video, but I'm going to say this real quick. I got a minute left. If you women are being pushed out sexually in a relationship, you must walk away from that. I don't care if it's $5 million on the table, $10 million on the table. The problem is it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Don't be a sellout.
Don't be a sellout. It's too many sellouts. All these people talking shit about Diddy, F all you. Y'all all sellouts. Now y'all want to talk about Diddy? This shit was 10 years ago. Why was you not protecting Cassidy 10 years ago? Where are you people? Was 10 years ago, 5 years ago? Where's the maids in the hotels? Where's the doctors that was fixing her body when she was bruised and damaged? Why nobody reported it? Y'all scared because what? He gave you $10,000, $20,000? Allegedly, how much money was he paying to keep this shit quiet? If it's true, if this shit is true, it's the end of Diddy.
Allegedly.
Period. If this all comes out true, it's the end of Diddy. And then it comes back to this, Ramin, how many other victims gonna come out?
That's what I'm saying. Once one does it, it's like a domino effect.
100%.
We'll see. We'll come back to this because I'm sure the updates aren't going to stop. All right, so moving on. Next topic of the day, another big name. We had some conversation about this couple a few weeks ago on one of our episodes, and now there's some new things coming out. We're talking about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett once again.
The worst couple in Hollywood.
I mean, it's,
Entertainment.
I recommend nobody. Listen, we today in 2023 need to cancel Will Smith and Jada out of all Hollywood. We need to stop pushing them out. We need not to put them in any motherfucking media. Get rid of these people. I once respected Will Smith to the highest level. He's a fucking idiot. Completely. You have lost respect for the black community. And I'm telling you this right now. Nobody respects you, bro. Everything you built in 20 years has been destroyed because of a woman. I tell you, man, this. For every man's downfall, there's a woman behind it. Period. If you don't have the right woman, you're going to fall. You can't be marrying hoes, 304 strippers. And listen, I don't have a problem if a girl's a stripper and she changed her life and she gives you peace of mind and she's all invested into you. Can it work? Yes. But the exception does not make the rule. This has nothing to do with women who does stripping or who's in the industry of bartending. No. Will Smith and Jada are evil individuals. And why are they evil? Because all the shit that's coming out. You get to see they lied to us for 20 years. They lied to us, making themselves seem like they was the perfect couple. Black entertainment.
Celebrity news.
BET, MTV, all these companies that supported them and pushed out their message, making us believe, look, there's people who actually got married and created their love because of these two people, thinking it was going to work, thinking these people was positive energy, thinking these people was somebody to look up to, but it came down to all being bullshit. But I'm tired. I'm literally tired talking about Jada and Will. I don't like Jada. I don't like her at all. I think she's a hypocrite. I think she's a crazy ass woman. And a lot of men, you have to avoid women like Jada. And I think Will Smith is the biggest simp. I mean, I don't know how bigger a simp you can be in 2023. I mean, you beat up Chris Rock because he says something truthfully about your wife. And then from all the other allegations that's coming out, this video he's about to play, I don't even know. What we about to look at?
It's going to be two parts. So there's a couple of things that came out, right? He had a friend. I guess he wasn't a friend, or he was, and he's no longer. I don't know about all that, but a friend of his, or used to be a friend of his, came out on a podcast recently and basically told all these things that happened behind the scenes that people didn't know about. And we're just going to get into the first part and see. It gets addressed in the first part's video, and then the next part, we'll talk about the second thing. So let's just get into it.
All right.
With allegations that Will Smith was seen having sex with actor Dwayne Martin, everyone's wondering how Will and Jada will respond.
We suing.
Guess they're suing.
So this guy that claims he was best friends and once worked for Will went on Tasha K's podcast and said that he walked in on Will and Dwayne years ago.
I opened the door to Dwayne's dressing room, and that's when I see
what he says was Dwayne having sex with Will.
Good Lord. If it's true or not true, you don't say it.
I don't believe
Will
it.
Smith's rep says the allegation is unequivocally false, and sources say Dwayne Martin believes the claim is so ridiculous he has no plan to respond. But we have been able to verify one statement made on this podcast.
Who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
That guy's a real jerk, huh?
That guy sucks.
Yeah, it's so disgusting for this guy to say anything like that in the first place, and then to put it on a podcast.
Tasha K, no less.
Tasha K got sued by Cardi B,
who won $3.4 million in a defamation suit.
Good
and there
Lord.
may be another one on the way.
What do you say about the allegations? Anything you want to say? We suing.
All right, so we're going to pause the first part there.
$3.4 million.
Yeah, I guess she had some other thing that happened in the past with Cardi B.
Hey, it's not safe to be in this industry, to be on these mics. I tell you right now, I go out.
Coronavirus!
We're flying out city to city, doing events, shows. I'm everywhere, guys. I'm telling you, this shit is not easy. To sit here and talk about certain things. I mean, I just want to talk about money and get men in a position to get money, and how to choose the right woman to build a kingdom or a dynasty with, right? But Ramin,
basically, this allegation of a friend, or
I don't believe it.
He's more of an enemy, is what the one woman
I
said.
don't like Will
says,
Smith, but I don't believe it. Come on, man.
So it's all
Will Smith is gay.
Allegedly.
Come on,
allegedly.
Man. Will,
him and Dwayne Martin, who's another big actor, was bigger in the 90s.
Yo,
yeah,
I don't believe it, but I think.
Well, they're suing.
Well, of course they can sue all they want.
Or Jada's taking control like she usually does in the situation here.
I don't care. Listen, I'll tell you this right now. How can I express this and explain this?
Allegedly.
For black people, our entertainment is being destroyed. We're being cautioned towards everything we're doing right now. I'm telling you guys, like, this is horrible.
I think some people find it easier to believe this, though, that it's coming out now than if it did before the whole Jada situation over the last 5 years. Because everybody's saying
gay.
She's emasculating this man.
I believe that, but I don't believe he's gay.
They're like, oh, well, if he's not really that masculine, it's not far-fetched to call him gay.
Is gay is the right word, or should we use bisexual? What word would I use?
Yeah, I mean, I would use bi. You would use bi in this situation.
What does Will identify as?
I mean,
that's a question you should ask Will Smith.
This is what he identifies as.
Beta male.
Well, he's definitely a fucking beta male, but what do you identify as, Will Smith? I mean, these questions can't be coming out saying he's gay. You got to ask Will Smith personally. What do you identify as?
I mean, is that why your woman is sleeping with other men?
Well, his woman's sleeping with other men because she has no respect for her family. She has no respect for her family brand. She has no respect for her family name.
Gotcha.
She has no respect for the person she's dealing with. She's the biggest cope of them all. But the issue is listen, I truly think it's all about money. Once again, just like the Diddy thing, it's all about money. I truly believe when people don't get their way or when they have information, let me tell you something. When you're struggling, you going through shit and you can't pay your rent or your mortgage, your car notes due, it's expensive to live in this fucked up country that we're living in. And America's the greatest country in the world. Don't get it twisted. I love America, but this is a hard country to live in because the income is here and lifestyle's up here. They want us to keep providing when we can't provide and we're running out of money. Only a small few people, 1% to 3%, maybe 6% of Americans are actually living the American dream. And I can tell you right now, this guy sounds like he coming at Will Smith because somebody's paying him to say this shit. I truly
Allegedly.
believe, and it could be allegedly. You're right, it could be. I don't know, but I don't care. I think Will Smith and Jada should be canceled out of Hollywood. Period. I don't think they should get no more job opportunities. I don't think they're bad for black entertainment. They're bad. They're bad for our people. They're embarrassing. All the shit that Jada has done to Will Smith, no man should suffer like this. No man should go through this. I think it's disrespectful, it's a disservice to life to be a man like Will Smith who started with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He came out just doing it the right way when Pac was out here in movies shooting people, right? He was the good guy. Pac was the thug. And he came out with Independence Day that blew him up, Blockbuster, and after that he never looked back. iRobot, all the other movies that he did successfully. I mean, Will is a very talented person. Don't get it twisted. I mean, I'm not saying Will Smith is not talented. I'm saying that all the shit that he's doing in his career in the last 2 years has been very questionable.
Yeah, just personal life. He's not the same man that you see on the screen. So let's get into the second part of this video real quick. And maybe this will answer
celebrity news.
Also, this is alleged, but maybe this will answer some of the questions as why they're having issues in their relationship. Let's take a look and see what the next part is.
All right.
Relates to Mark Anthony, who was with Jennifer Lopez at the time, cheating on her with Jada.
When they're together, Will's comfortable with that. Will's comfortable with someone wife when he's there. Is when he's not there is the insecurities.
However, according to Bilal, things would take a dark turn after the Fresh Prince allegedly walked in on his wife doing the deed on their sofa with Anthony, unattended.
Will lost it and out of Jada. I mean, beat the out of her. That so bad that they had to make a makeshift hospital in their home so that it couldn't get out to the public.
He went on to allege that after the DV, Jada had to get reconstructive surgery around her cheeks. Meanwhile, when discussing their relationship dynamics, Bilal highlighted instances where Jada undermined Will, belittled him, ridiculed his masculinity, and claimed he lacks the prowess to satisfy her. She allegedly exerted significant control, strategically replacing individuals in Will's inner circle with her own, thereby ensuring complete dominance over him.
Allegedly.
So we're going to pause that there. Allegedly, he beat her worse than he beat Chris Rock.
Entertainment.
And she had to get a hospital in the house, a reconstruction in her face. Like this is, we're talking about like
I believe this.
MMA type beating.
I believe this.
So you think he did this?
I don't think
allegedly.
Will, listen, I could be wrong.
Mark Anthony.
Listen, I don't think Will is bisexual. I don't think he's gay. I don't know these terms. I don't know what he identify as. If he identify as a he, a she, a him, or her. I don't give a fuck.
What about getting mad and beating her because she's sleeping with Mark Anthony on the couch? Like this friend of his
Why don't we just say Jada Pink is a hoe? She's a 304. And she belongs to the streets. And the streets will take her back.
He belongs to the streets.
Will still can save his career. I truly think if he walks away from Jada and he publicly announce her, he can save his career. His career's over. Will, you ain't never coming back from this unless you walk away from this woman. And listen, it's none of our business what goes into somebody's house. If he beat up his woman or she beat him up, that's personal. If they don't call the cops, and I don't think, personally, you should involve other people into your relationship. That's my personal belief. But I don't think a man should be beating a woman. I'm going to say this again. You shouldn't beat women. If Diddy beats women, you shouldn't beat women. Cassidy has every right to go after his check. If you're beating up a woman, you're taking the people out and preventing them from having a career or threatening their careers, yeah, they have every right to go after your money. And what's $50 million to Diddy anyway? But Will Smith, I mean, bro, it's so much shit going on with this couple. I mean,
it's just making him look worse and worse. He lets his wife sleep with everyone. He beats his wife.
It just
it's
shows,
not looking good for this guy.
It just shows you how evil Hollywood really is.
Allegedly.
It just shows you how evil the entertainment world is. Do y'all really want to be in this music industry? Do y'all really want to be actors? It's not even Will, it's not even Will Smith. How many other men as models are used sexually? I mean, I go private parties, man. I can tell you there's a lot of shit going down that's crazy.
Allegedly.
I mean, let me tell you something, bro. It's unfortunate. Like I said, right now, these guys who are heavyweights are being destroyed by all these allegations. And an allegation can kill your career. You can't come back from an allegation. It's hard to come back from. I think Will Smith is in a bad situation. He made bad decisions, and he chose a woman. Even though you was with this woman for a long time, bro, you're a beta male. You're not a guy that man should look up to. I mean, it doesn't look good for you. And building hospitals so you could beat your wife because she was cheating on you, and I guess the guy said he feels more secure to let her cheat when he's there than when he's not. And when she's cheating, when he's not there, that's when he has insecurity
he's
problems.
A cuck who likes to watch is what this guy is trying to say.
Sound like Diddy. It seemed like these dudes all, see, money.
Allegedly.
They say money is evil. And I always tell people it's not the money that's evil, it's the people. It's the people who choose to make these decisions, and they think they're private. Listen, guys, it's 2023. Social media is so big today that you can't hide shit, period. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody is in a position where they feel like they're entitled. You have to protect your bag. You have to protect your bag from women. I don't understand why, like, even Diddy or Will Smith or any of these guys are not signing waivers. But if before they have sex or get involved in a relationship with a woman, they're protecting their assets. All you men are idiots. I encourage all men. If you're going to go into some sexual act or do anything, you must have the woman agree to it. You can't force a woman or drug her to do something. It's illegal. It's wrong.
Allegedly.
So you're saying even if you're not doing these allegations are saying, where he's beating her, forcing her, kidnapping her, whatever he's doing, even if you're doing legitimate legal things, you still want that thing signed just to protect you later.
You have to put it in writing. NBA players do it. You know how much money is at stake? Do y'all not understand that your money is at stake the second you become a millionaire? The second you become rich, you got people who's jealous and insecure and mad that you made it. You're successful. All these guys have been rich for 30 years. Diddy don't come from a rich family. He had to build his own wealth. Will Smith didn't come from a rich family. He had to build his own wealth, especially the wealth he has today. I don't think he was born in a world where his mother and father was worth $300 million. I don't think Diddy was born into the world where his parents was worth $900 million. I don't believe that. I think men must protect themselves, and you have to stay away from 304s. You also can't put yourself in situations where you have all these fucking crazy-ass fantasies. But this is Hollywood, bro. They know what's going on. This is how Hollywood operate. Now, is everybody doing this? Is everybody doing this in Hollywood? No. But let me tell you something. It's a high number.
Allegedly.
It's a high number of people in this entertainment world that are disgusting. But these people do it for the money. They don't want to end their career because of the money. So I would say this. I at the end of the day, we about to end this video right here. I'm tired of talking about this. I truly believe This is the end of Will Smith. It's already happened. His career, Jada, they should be kicked out of Hollywood, period. What's the next video?
Celebrity news.
All right, moving on to our final topic of the day. Another trending, interesting video here.
Yeah.
A school, well, not a school teacher, but I think she teaches ballet is what she said. She's upset. Let's take a look real quick and see what she's upset about. I think this is an important topic to go over.
Okay.
I'm calling out all the parents. If you're a parent and your child is in pre-K to elementary school to high school, I'm calling you out. The children today, I have never experienced, and I'm 22. Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. I teach 5-year-olds ballet. 5-year-old girls ballet. I have a class of 10 students. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom. You confront the parent. The parent tries to argue with you and fuss at you because you tried to reprimand and redirect their kid. I told a young little girl, please sit in your spot. You're not my mom. You don't tell me what to do. Okay. When her mom came to pick her up, I said, hey, your daughter's having a hard time following instructions. And 7 times today, I've had to redirect her to just sit in her spot. Well, clearly she didn't want to sit. And mind you, this is a mom. Clearly she didn't want to fucking sit right there. So, I mean, if she's telling you she don't want to do something, why keep asking her to do it? You know she's not going to do it. What world do we live in? Like, what?
All right, we're going to pause that real quick. There's a second half of this that we're going to go over that's really important as well. So we really want to get your reaction on that. But this first part, how do you feel about these modern day parents who seems like don't give a shit whether their child is listening to them, to others? This woman is trying to run a class that is probably being paid for to teach her daughter or its people's son how to do ballet or whatever it is. And in order for her to do that properly, she needs to be able to have some sort of order in that class so that everybody gets what they paid for. And modern day parents are not teaching their children to listen to elders, so she doesn't get to run her class properly.
Well, modern day parents are 304s and simps, so what would you expect? And she's
belongs to the streets. Beta bear.
First of all, let's do a shout out to all the teachers out there that's doing it right. I appreciate you. You are very respected. I respect all teachers because it is a sacrifice and it's very difficult to be a teacher in this world today. I will tell you this. What do you expect? You're 22 years old, right? They're not, the parent don't respect you. And these parents are kids themselves. They're bumping the most terrible music made of today, and their kids are listening to it every time they get in the car with their parents. And it's disgusting. Of course, the kids are going to come up to you and tell you, shut up, because their parents don't have no common sense. They're not teaching their children how to be respectful.
Probably because they tell their own parents to shut up and get away with it. So who are you if they could tell their parents that?
Let me tell you something. I don't think, maybe it's true, Ramin. Maybe
I've
you're
seen
right.
it. I've seen it.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but I could tell you right now, the kid knows not to talk to their parent like that. They dare talk to other people. The problem is this. This is the issue. When a kid does this and the parent doesn't do nothing when it happens, right? You don't have no discipline. 5 years old, are you kidding me? 5 years old, the kid is coming up to a teacher telling her to shut the fuck up. No, I'm not going to sit down. You're not my mommy. You're not my daddy. 5 years old.
You stupid.
The second part of this real quick. Let's play and see what else she learned from these 5-year-olds of modern day.
Well, yeah. Jesus.
It's sad. It's sad. It's really, really sad. And another thing that's heart-wrenching is horrifying. It is horrifying. Your 5-year-old daughters are asking to listen to Pound Town.
What is Pound Town?
Your daughters, your 5-year-old daughters are asking, can we hear Pound Town? I'm playing them Princess Tiana ballet music. And they are asking me, can we hear Pound?
You stupid.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And I'm so scared for these little girls today because this is the most insane agenda push I have ever seen in my life.
All right, so we'll pause that. So basically, she's upset about the music that they're requesting.
Stupid.
We can't play that for you guys.
What is
Go
Pound
ahead and
Town?
look it up if
What's
you
Pound
want
Town?
to. But I think this is a song by one of these new female rappers called Sexy Red.
Yeah, I'm straight.
And her name should tell you what the song's about. So that's all you need to know.
Is this the girl who said booty hole point pink?
I think so, yeah. And
I'm straight.
And 5-year-old girls want to bump this in ballet
real niggas
class
ain't
now.
Listen, only simps, losers, weak individuals are listening to shit like that. No real people who have a sense of mind are listening to crap like that. If you got, let me tell you something. If you're a teacher, if you're a parent, if you're a student, if you're a father or a mother and you playing this shit, something's mentally wrong with you. You are disturbed.
You stupid.
And you should get help. Period. This is the problem with the music industry. And these people are all doing it for the money. They'll sell their soul for a paycheck. They'll sell their soul and do stupid shit that damage our community. Dude, you know how stupid? I don't see motherfucking Middle Easterns doing this.
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't see Spanish people doing this. I don't see the Canadians doing this.
She thinks it's an agenda.
It is an agenda. It's an agenda to keep us down. Why are you poisoning our children? Why? Why are you poisoning our children with this bullshit? I told you today earlier when you was going over this video, like when we was talking in a meeting today, it is sad that our country allows this shit to happen. But this is the freedom of America.
Allegedly.
This is what happens with our government. This is bad government. Listen, can you control what music is put out? No, I think people should have the right to speak and have freedom of speech. But when it goes into our children, fuck no. Okay? You're not letting our children at 5, 10, 15 years old be in control. No, they're children. It must be a parent or a father. But these are daddy issues. These women that allow their children to do this, it just proves that they have no fathers. These women are in their 20s and their 30s thinking that they're special. And your daughter's going to be a 304. Let me explain something to you. If you are 304, okay, you're putting your daughter in a position to be a 304. You're teaching your daughter to be a hoe, period. If she's playing music at 5 like this, I just seen a video not too long ago where a little girl was at least 5, 6 years old and she started twerking her booty, right? Her little butt in diapers. And her mom walked right past and did nothing. The dad came in and he smacked her hard where she cried and ran to her mother. Shout out to that man. Because this is the difference. Women don't care. They don't care. They're not protecting their daughters. And this is the issue. You can't be out here playing music. Now, if they're 18, they can do what they want. But from the age of 1 to 17, you have to protect your children. And I feel bad for teachers. I mean, I feel bad for any teacher. It's bad out here right now. It's not easy to be a teacher.
Yeah, I mean, there's some teachers like this, and then there's some teachers who do the opposite. So
it's not easy to.
I understand why she's upset.
Well, she has to be upset. She's crying over on TikTok. She's emotional, destroyed. But I looked her up.
She's so young, and she signed up for this.
She's 22. But you got to understand too. I looked you up. Okay, you're sexualizing yourself on Instagram, so you need to be very careful what you're saying. You wearing things where you can see your underwear with your legs open. Yeah, I'm saying this. And listen, you can come on to my show. I think I sent you a message personally. I want to bring you on my show. You can sit down. We can do a conference call. But you can't send out a message like this if you're not also living. And I think she's a model. I think you're doing things, and I'm happy for you. It seems like you have a good following. It seems like you're gonna be somebody in the future if you keep pushing it. But you also got to stop sexualizing yourself. You got to also put yourself into a position, because when I go down your Instagram, you got some shit that's questionable. So for a person who's saying these things, make sure you also identifying yourself as a person who can be pushing out this message.
Yeah, especially for a teacher. You don't want your students to go see this.
Right, because your Instagram is questionable. I'm just saying, your Instagram is questionable.
Emotional, damn it.
Can't be saying parents can't be out here sexualizing themselves and playing sexualized music to kids while your Instagram is showing that you're sexualizing yourself.
Bruh.
Period. So, listen, this is the end of the show. It's your boy Cash Money Dreams podcast. We here. We ain't going nowhere. Listen, like and subscribe. Follow us on all our platforms. The website's up. We will be here again next week. We got an episode every week. Y'all take care.
Thank you for watching the Cash Money Dreams podcast. Like and subscribe. Follow us on every platform. Stay tuned. Every week we drop in a new episode. It's your boy Cash, man.